Have you ever woken up and felt your heart a little heavier? As if the world outside is moving, but inside, something is quietly asking for more? Maybe you're longing for a love that feels like home. A love that doesn't demand perfection, but simply welcomes you as you are. What if, today, the morning itself is an invitation, not just to begin again, but to open the door of your heart, even if just a little more than yesterday? Let's pause here, just for a moment. Let the gentle light of this new day rest on your face. Notice the subtle warmth, the way it softly brushes your skin. It's a reminder that you are here, alive, and that every morning carries a promise. A promise that love is possible, even on days when you feel fragile. A promise that your heart, no matter how guarded, can still open to something beautiful. Sometimes, the world teaches us to protect ourselves, to build walls to keep our hearts safe from disappointment or pain. But what if those same walls are keeping out the very thing we crave most? Love, real, unconditional love asks for courage. Not the courage to be perfect, but the courage to be seen, to be vulnerable, to let someone in. This morning, I invite you to breathe deeply. Let your shoulders relax. Unclench your jaw and allow your mind to settle. Picture yourself in a quiet, sunlit room. The city outside is waking, but here there is stillness. In this space, you are safe to be honest with yourself, to admit your hopes, your fears, your longing for connection. Maybe you've been hurt before. Maybe love has felt risky or even disappointing. It's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to carry scars. But today, let's imagine what it would feel like to let love in again. Not just from others, but from yourself, and from the gentle presence that holds you, even when you feel alone. Let's begin this morning with a simple intention. May my heart be open to love in all its forms. May I find the courage to welcome kindness, to offer forgiveness, to believe that I am worthy of affection and belonging. Take a slow breath in. As you exhale, imagine the weight on your chest becoming lighter. Each breath is a quiet act of faith, a choice to trust that love is not just an idea, but a living force, ready to meet you right where you are. As the sunlight grows brighter, let's reflect on the ways love can show up in our day. Sometimes it's a gentle word from a friend. Sometimes it's a stranger's smile, or the comfort of a familiar song. Sometimes, love is the patience you offer yourself when things don't go as planned, the grace you extend to others, even when it's hard. What would it look like to move through this day with an open heart? Maybe it means listening more closely, being present even when your mind wants to wander. Maybe it means reaching out to someone you've lost touch with, or forgiving someone not because they asked for it, but because your heart is ready for peace. Love is not always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, almost invisible. It's in the way you make your morning coffee, the way you notice the sky changing colors as the sun rises. It's in the way you choose to hope, even when yesterday left you tired. If your heart feels hesitant, that's okay. Opening up is not about forcing yourself to feel what you don't. It's about making space for what could be. About trusting that, even if love feels distant, it can find its way back to you. Let's speak this together, softly, as a morning prayer. Today, I choose to open my heart, to greet this new day with hope, to trust that love will meet me, even in the smallest moments. I release the need to be guarded. I let go of the fear that love will hurt me. I welcome the possibility of connection, of kindness, of gentle understanding. May I see love in unexpected places. May I offer love freely without keeping score, without waiting for it to be returned. Let this morning be a doorway, a gentle threshold between what was and what could be. Let my heart be soft enough to receive and strong enough to give. As you breathe in these words, notice if anything shifts inside you. Maybe just a little more softness, a little more willingness to believe that love is possible. Maybe your heart feels a bit lighter. Maybe you sense a quiet hope rising, even if you can't name it yet. Remember, love is not something you have to earn. It's not a reward for getting everything right. Love is a gift waiting to be received. A presence that longs to make its home in you just as you are. If you find yourself doubting, or if old fears return, pause for a moment. Place your hand over your heart. Feel its steady beat. This is the rhythm of your life. This is the proof that you are here and that every day is a chance to begin again. Let's take another breath together. In and out. Let gratitude fill the spaces where worry once lived. Let hope settle in the places that feel empty. As the city awakens and the world moves forward, carry this prayer with you. Let it be a quiet companion, a reminder that you are never alone in your longing for love. If you feel inspired, write down what love means to you today, or send a message to someone who needs encouragement. Sometimes, the smallest gestures create the biggest ripples. You are worthy of love. You are capable of loving deeply. And this morning, you are invited to open your heart, just a little more than before. Let's walk through this day together, with courage, with hope, and with the quiet certainty that love is always near. Let's linger in this gentle space. Let the morning unfold without hurry. Sometimes, the most profound shifts happen not in grand gestures, but in quiet moments. Moments when you allow yourself to simply be, to notice, to receive. This is one of those mornings. A time to let your defenses down, to trust that you are safe here, that you are seen. Maybe you're remembering a time when love felt effortless, when laughter came easily and connection was simple. Or maybe you're carrying memories of heartbreak, when love seemed to slip through your fingers, no matter how tightly you tried to hold on. Both are part of your story. Both have shaped the way your heart beats today. If you feel a longing for deeper connection, know that you are not alone. So many of us wake up with that same ache. A quiet hope that today might bring a new beginning, a chance to feel truly known and accepted. Sometimes, the first step is simply to admit that longing. To say, yes, I want to be loved. I want to love without fear. As you sit with this truth, let the light of the morning remind you, love is not a destination, but a way of moving through the world. It's in the way you choose to greet the day, in the way you allow yourself to be present, even when it feels vulnerable. What would it mean to approach this day with an open heart? Maybe it's as simple as letting yourself feel joy, even if it's fleeting. Maybe it's giving yourself permission to rest, to let go of expectations, to trust that you are enough right now, as you are. Let's take a moment to reflect on the people in your life, those who have shown you love, and those who have challenged you to grow. Picture their faces. Remember the moments that made you feel seen, valued, cherished. Let gratitude rise for those connections, even if they were brief, even if they ended before you were ready. Now, think of someone who might need your love today. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a stranger you pass on the street. What small gesture could you offer? A smile, a kind word, a moment of patience? Sometimes, the love we give returns to us in ways we never expect. If you're struggling to feel love for yourself, know that this is a journey. Some days, self-compassion comes easily, and other days, it feels just out of reach. Be gentle with yourself. The act of opening your heart begins with kindness, first to yourself, then to the world. Let's turn this reflection into a prayer. Let the words settle into your spirit, like sunlight warming the corners of a quiet room. Spirit of love, guide me through this day with an open heart. Help me to see beauty in the ordinary, to recognize the sacred in small acts of kindness. When I am tempted to close myself off, remind me that vulnerability is a strength, that every time I choose to love, I am choosing courage over fear. Let my words be gentle. Let my actions be rooted in compassion. Let my presence bring comfort to those around me. Where there is loneliness, let me offer company. Where there is hurt, let me offer healing. Where there is doubt, let me offer hope. May I be patient with myself and others. May I forgive past hurts and release the need to control what I cannot change. As I move through this morning, let me notice the ways love shows up in laughter, in silence, in the simple act of being together. Help me to remember that love is not always easy, but it is always worth the risk. Let me be a light for those who feel lost, a safe place for those who need rest, a reminder that love is possible even in the most unexpected places. Take a deep breath. Feel the air filling your lungs, the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat. Each breath is a reminder that you are alive, that you are capable of giving and receiving love. If you find your mind drifting to worries or regrets, gently bring your attention back to this moment. Notice the sounds around you, the quiet hum of the morning, the distant city, the soft rustle of your own breath. Let these sounds ground you in the present. Let them remind you that right now, you are exactly where you need to be. Sometimes love means starting over, letting go of old stories, releasing the weight of past disappointments. It means believing that no matter what happened yesterday, today is a new chance, a clean slate, a fresh beginning. If you need to forgive yourself, do it now. Not because you are perfect, but because you are human and worthy of compassion. If you need to forgive someone else, imagine your heart softening, the walls coming down, even if just a little. Forgiveness is not about forgetting. It's about freeing yourself to love again. Let's make this our intention for the day, to move through the world with open hearts, to trust that love will find us even when we least expect it. As the light of the morning grows stronger, let it fill you with hope. Imagine it touching every part of you that feels tired or afraid. Imagine it bringing warmth, comfort, and a quiet sense of possibility. If you feel called, write down your intention for the day, just a word or a phrase that reminds you to stay open, to seek connection, to offer love. Carry it with you. Let it be a touchstone when the day feels heavy. You are not alone on this path. Every person who listens, who prays, who hopes for love, is walking beside you in spirit. Together, we create a community, a circle of open hearts, each one shining a little brighter because of the others. As you prepare to step into the rest of your day, remember, love is not a destination. It is the way you move, the way you see, the way you choose to show up for yourself and for others. Let this morning be a blessing. Let it be a beginning. Let your heart remain open, curious, and ready for whatever love has to offer. Let's pause once more. Let's really let this moment settle in. You've given yourself the gift of presence this morning. You've allowed your heart to soften, even if just a little. That's not something small. In a world that often rushes, that sometimes feels cold or distant, choosing to open your heart is an act of quiet bravery. Maybe you're still carrying questions. Maybe you wonder if love will really find you, or if you're truly ready to let it in. It's okay to not have all the answers. Love isn't a destination you arrive at. It's a path you walk, one step at a time, sometimes stumbling, sometimes soaring. And every step, every moment you choose kindness, every time you forgive, every time you reach out or simply allow yourself to hope is a step toward a fuller, more open life. Let yourself remember, you are not defined by the times you closed off or by the moments when love felt far away. You are defined by your willingness to try again, to trust, to heal, to believe that love can grow in the most unexpected places. If you find yourself doubting, return to the gentle rhythm of your breath. Feel the air moving in and out. Feel the steady beat of your heart. That's life. That's hope. That's the quiet promise that, no matter what yesterday held, today is new. Let's speak together in the quiet of this morning. I am open to love, even when it feels risky. I am open to connection, even when it means being vulnerable. I'm open to healing, even when it takes time. If you feel gratitude, let it fill you up. If you feel sadness, let it be met with compassion. Every emotion has a place here. Every part of you is welcome. That's what it means to have an open heart, not to be perfect, but to be real, to be honest, to be present. As you move into this day, notice the ways love appears, in the gentle way you speak to yourself, in the patience you offer to someone who's struggling, in the courage it takes to say, "I'm sorry," or "I forgive you," or "I miss you." Remember, love is not always grand or dramatic. Sometimes it's as simple as making space for someone at your table, as gentle as a smile exchanged in passing, as powerful as a silent prayer for someone you care about. Let's make a promise, right now, to keep our hearts open, even when it's hard. To keep seeking connection, even when it feels awkward or uncertain. To keep believing that love true, lasting, healing love is possible, for us and for everyone we meet. If you feel inspired, write down one thing you'll do today to live with an open heart. Maybe it's reaching out to someone you've lost touch with. Maybe it's offering yourself forgiveness for something you've been holding on to. Maybe it's simply choosing to see yourself with more kindness and less judgment. And if you feel comfortable, share your intention in the comments below with the tag #OpenHearts together. Your words might be the encouragement someone else needs to start their own journey toward openness and belonging. You are not alone in this. Every person who listens, who hopes, who chooses love, is part of this circle, a community that believes in second chances, in gentle warnings, and the quiet power of faith lived out in daily life. So as you step into the rest of your day, carry this prayer with you. May you be met with kindness wherever you go. May you find moments of peace, even in the midst of busyness. May you remember that your heart is strong enough to love and soft enough to receive love in return. And when the day feels long, or when doubt creeps in, come back to this space. Listen again, breathe again. Remember that you are always welcome here, just as you are. If this prayer touched your heart, let us know in the comments with #OpenHearts together. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and join us for more moments of reflection, hope, and faith. Your presence here is a blessing, not just to us, but to everyone who finds comfort in this community. And remember, no matter where you are, we walk together in faith.